Okay, I've been asked about what I'm most passionate about at this moment. Um, Lately, I find myself dwelling a bit more and more into entrepreneurship ideas that is relatable to social entrepreneurship. That specifically is a business on its own where it can survive on its own, but with a cause, and everything is done for profit. And if I were to pitch to an idea that I have recently, and I've been lobbying and trying to gauge these ideas with a number of people, the idea that I have, and I'm going to run it by you now. The idea that I have is I want to set up a house. Let's call this a research house. It's an apartment, yeah? 3 rooms, 2 students per room, first year, second year, third year. What they do is that each student commits to 4 hours of research per week. So 6 students times 4, that's 24 hours of research work per week. So multiply that by 4 weeks, you're looking at about almost 100 hours a month worth of research. This house, these 6 students, they get commissioned by research centers, law firm, marketing firms, whatever, to do research work on their behalf, just the legwork. Of course, research to their level. The money that they earn from getting commission of these jobs will be used to pay for the rent, will be used to pay for their food, and will be used for reserves. So that during holiday season, during exam season where they cannot work, the reserves will cover the rent and the food. This is not meant for poor kids, not meant for bright kids. They can be part of it, but I'm not trying to go specifically for that. The whole idea of this is capacity building. To expose a law student to start researching on things for marketing company on marketing, then they can be exposed to something else. So by the time you leave university, you know a lot of law and a bit in marketing. When you're a finance student, you've been researching a bit about, public policy, because throughout this time, when the third year students leave, the second year students become the third year, and then the third year students within this group of 6, one person will manage the deadlines and everything of the project. The other person, his job is to be a business developer. So he goes out there and talk to various entities to get jobs to be commissioned to. So I've been talking to some think tanks, some public policy, some companies, some consultants in Jakarta, Indonesia, and KL to run this idea by them and start seeding the idea by them. And hopefully when this idea does go live, first, hopefully the key issues will be addressed. First of all, will there be people commissioning jobs to these kids? These kids will of course be giving workshop on how to do research. Number 2, even if they get jobs when they start, will they get consistent amount of jobs that they can sustain and not just a burst at the beginning of the year and then after that they do where to search for money. And the third part is I suppose the management of the students. So I'm going to have to get someone to help me manage to start up this group. And the fourth part is to find a guarantor, because should they not be able to pay rent, someone has to pay rent to the landlord. So there are various issues we're looking at, but it's always good to kind of refocus our objectives that this is for capacity building, this is to build a better ecosystem for social entrepreneurship, and this builds a more matured climate for everyone else, from the businesses to the students. You're creating a relationship, therefore students are not just only exposed to academics but exposed to the working world. So that's what I'm working on right now, and maybe it gets launched next year or the year after, I don't know. If I had one question that I could pose to you guys, is this: you go to primary school for 6 years, and then you go to secondary school for 5 years, and then you go to university. Before that, you have kindergarten. Your parents, your teachers, society, government, either private companies who may have funded your studies or whatever, send you for seminars, whatever point, I'm looking at the whole thing here. And you yourself have invested in you. So in this context, look at yourself as an investment. Let's put aside this whole noble idea and good thinking and good-hearted stuff. Let's look at economics here. You are an investment. For those many years spent building you up to what you are today, a fairly educated person at least, I assume, right? With the information, knowledge, and maturity and experience and wisdom that you have, and you look around you and there's opportunities and there's bad things happening, or neutral things that can be better, What have you done other than go to work or go to school or come back at the end of each year, half a year, go for holiday, keep yourself happy, keep your parents happy, keep your kids happy? Besides that, what have you done to make things better? Especially the things that you've been complaining about. Either it's about national education, or is it about your neighborhood, or is it about your whatever that's around you. What have you done to make things better, given the influence that you carry, given the resources that you have, your brain, your body, your will? Ask yourself in the past 6 months or past 1 year, what have you done? And in that context, if you feel you've not done much, do you feel like you're a bad investment? Or do you feel like you're a good investment? So ask yourself that question. Rhetorically, it's fine. Thank you.